आइए आज हम लोग एग्रीगेट डिमांड की बात करें। एग्रीगेट डिमांड इनकम एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट चैप्टर में आज हम लोग एंटर कर रहे हैं। ध्यान से देखना, एग्रीगेट डिमांड आपने माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स में डिमांड पढ़ा था। डिजायर टू परचेज अ सर्टेन कमोडिटी supported by an ability to pay and at the same time willingness to spend money, that is demand. और इकोनॉमिक सेंस में आपने क्या पढ़ा था? डिमांड refers to different quantities of a commodity which an individual consumer is willing to purchase at different price level, that is known as demand. And demand curve के बारे में आपने क्या पढ़ा था? Demand curve is downward sloping from left to right. You can see this is demand curve and this is market demand curve. Market demand curve. This is how we studied in the microeconomics. आप देखना, demand curve is based on law of demand, and according to law of demand, keeping other factors constant, price of a commodity and its quantity demanded are inversely related, and that is why demand curve is downward sloping from left to right. You can see this is downward sloping, this is demand curve, and this is market demand curve. It is also downward sloping, reflecting an inverse relationship between price of a commodity and demand for the commodity, though market demand curve is flatter as compared to individual demand curve. This is what we studied in class 11th in microeconomics, and today we are going to start aggregate demand. Aggregate means total. So aggregate demand is actually the total demand for all types of goods and services in an economy during the given time period. And there are four components of aggregate demand. There are four components of aggregate demand. That is private consumption expenditure. Private consumption expenditure, government consumption expenditure, and then investment expenditure. Investment expenditure, this is I, and net export, net exports, net exports, this is X minus M. So there are four components of aggregate demand, that is private consumption expenditure represented by C, government consumption expenditure represented by G, investment expenditure that is I, and net export that is X minus M. But keeping in view the syllabus of CBSE class 2, we have to study the concept of aggregate demand in a two-sector economy, and in that way aggregate demand may be defined as sum total of consumption and investment expenditure. In a two-sector economy, let me write one sentence. In a two-sector economy, aggregate demand may be defined as sum total of consumption and investment expenditures. That is symbolically AD equals to C plus I. एक फार्मूला आपको मिला, AD equals to C plus I. AD aggregate demand, C consumption or consumption expenditure, and this is investment expenditure. In a two-sector economy, aggregate demand may be defined as the sum total of consumption and investment expenditure. Got it? So if you want to study the concept of aggregate demand, you must study these two components of aggregate demand separately, so that your concept regarding aggregate demand be better. Let's talk about consumption. See, consumption is actually the function of income. Consumption is function of income. C for consumption is equal to F function of Y, that is income. Consumption is the function of income. That means how much we consume depends on the level of income. How much we can afford to consume is determined by income group which we come from. And this is also written as C equals to C bar plus BY. And this is based on Keynesian law of consumption. Keynesian law of consumption. Let's know about Keynesian law of consumption. इसको केंजियन भी बोलते हैं, बहुत से बच्चे इसको केंजियन बोलते हैं. केंजियन लॉ ऑफ कंजम्पशन, केंजियन लॉ ऑफ कंजम्पशन or Keynesian law of psychological law of consumption. It is also known as psychological law of consumption. And according to this, you know what happens? Even if income is zero, consumption cannot be zero. Even if income is zero, consumption expenditure cannot be zero. A minimum amount of consumption is a must for keeping the body and soul together. And when income increases, consumption expenditure also increases. But point to be noted that increase in consumption expenditure is always less than increase in the level of income. This is Keynesian psychological law of consumption. This is C equals to C bar plus BY. Consumption is the function of income that we have seen. This is the level of income which will decide our consumption expenditure. And it may also be written as C equals to C bar plus BY. So this is linear consumption function. This is the equation of linear consumption function. Let us understand this. This is consumption and this is autonomous consumption. C bar is actually autonomous. This is autonomous consumption. Autonomous consumption is the consumption, it is the minimum amount of consumption which is a must in order to survive. It is meant for our survival. Even if income is zero, consumption cannot be zero. Consumption is always positive, and this is known as autonomous consumption. And this is small b, this is MPC, that is marginal propensity to consume. Marginal propensity to consume. And this is Y. Y is level of income. You can say consumption is the function of income, and the equation for linear consumption function is C equals to C bar plus BY. What does this suggest? It suggests that even if income is zero, consumption cannot be zero. And this is known as autonomous consumption, which is reflected by C bar. And B is MPC. And MPC, what is MPC? Change in consumption expenditure resulting from change in income. Because I have already told you that change in income leads to change in consumption expenditure. That is, increase in income will lead to increase in consumption expenditure, though proportionately by a lesser amount. Got it? And Y is the level of income. So this is how you have to understand consumption function. अब चूंकि बात यहाँ एमपीसी की हुई है तो थोड़ी सी प्रोपेंसिटी टू कंज्यूम की बात मैं आपको बताऊं. We have to study consumption function, which is also known as propensity to consume. This is consumption function and it is also known as propensity to consume. Means proportion of income is spent on consumption, and consumption is the function of income. And there are two variants of propensity to consume, that is average propensity to consume and marginal propensity to consume, APC and MPC. Average propensity to consume is the ratio of total consumption to total income. Let us understand it with the help of example. Suppose income is 100 crore and consumption is 40 crore. In that case, APC will be C upon Y. That is 40 upon 100 equals to 0.4 or 40%. You can see APC is 0.4 or 40%, which reflects that 40% of income is spent on consumption of goods and services. And second one is MPC. This is marginal propensity to consume, which reflects marginal consumption. It shows additional consumption resulting from additional income. So it may be defined symbolically as the ratio of change in consumption due to change in income. Let us understand it with the help of an example. Suppose income increases from 100 to 200 crore and consumption increases from 40 to 60 crore. In that case, MPC will be change in C upon change in Y. Change in consumption is 20 upon change in income is 100 equals to 0.2 or 20%. You can see MPC is 20%. What does this reflect? It shows that 20% of additional income, 20% of increased income is spent on consumption of goods and services. मैं फिर से आपको बताऊं, APC 40% है. इसका मतलब है कि आपने अपनी इनकम का 40% खर्च किया है. लेकिन MPC अगर यहां 20% है तो इसका मतलब है कि आपने अपनी इंक्रीज्ड इनकम का, बढ़ी हुई इनकम का 20% किया है. अब मैं बात करता हूं लास्ट टॉपिक, आप यहां आना. APC, features of APC. What may be the features of APC? See, what are the possibilities I am telling you? APC may be greater than 1, APC may be less than 1, APC may be equal to 1, and as income increases, APC decreases. And point to be noted that APC can never be equal to 0. So these are the features of average propensity to consume. What does it mean? APC is greater than 1, that means consumption is greater than income, and it happens when you earn very less. At very low level of income, our consumption expenditure exceeds our income, and in that case APC is greater than 1. APC is less than 1. What does it mean? Our consumption is less than income. APC is equal to 1, that means entire income is spent on consumption. Entire income is spent on consumption, and this is known as the break-even point. Break-even point. Break-even point is the point where entire income is spent on consumption, that is APC is equal to 1. And as income increases, APC decreases. What does this reflect? That as we earn more and more, our tendency to spend goes on diminishing. Got it? APC falls with increase in income. That means proportion of income spent on consumption goes on falling with increase in income. And APC cannot be 0 because consumption cannot be 0. Even if income is 0, consumption cannot be 0. Consumption is always positive. So these are the features of APC. And let us talk about the features of MPC. See, इस सर्कल में आप देखना, इस सर्कल में कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द फीचर्स ऑफ MPC. The value of MPC that lies between 0 and 1. The value of MPC keeps ranging between 0 and 1. When MPC is minimum, it is 0. When MPC is maximum, it is 1. When entire additional income is spent on consumption, MPC is maximum and it is equal to 1. And when entire additional income is saved, MPC is 0 and it is minimum. And one more thing, as an economy gets richer and richer and richer, the tendency to save as compared to tendency to consume increases. That is why as income increases, MPC decreases. अमीर लोगों के केस में देखा गया है, रिचर कम्युनिटीज के केस में देखा गया है कि उनका MPC कम होता है एज कंपेयर टू द पुअर कम्युनिटीज, क्योंकि जो गरीब होते हैं उनके बेसिक नीड्स अनफुलफिल्ड होते हैं. इसलिए जब उनकी इनकम बढ़ती है तो बढ़ी हुई इनकम का मेजर पार्ट उनके नीड्स को सेटिस्फाई करने में खर्च हो जाता है. लेकिन अमीर लोगों की ज्यादातर नीड्स पहले से सेटिस्फाइड होती है, तो उनकी इनकम जब बढ़ती है तो उस हिसाब से उनका खर्चा नहीं बढ़ता है. इसलिए बोलते हैं कि MPC, अमीरों का MPC गरीबों के MPC की तुलना में ज्यादा होता है. सो दिस वाज according to the syllabus, and we studied in today's class aggregate demand. That means total demand for all kinds of goods and services in an economy during the period of 1 year. In a two-sector economy, AD may be defined as the sum total of consumption and investment expenditure. Consumption is the function of income, and linear consumption function का equation है C bar plus BY. C bar, this is autonomous consumption, means consumption expenditure which is always positive even if income is 0, and this shows that when income increases, consumption expenditure also increases. और ये बात जब बोलते हैं तो पता चलता है कि हमने केन्जियन लॉ ऑफ कंजम्पशन स्टडी कर लिया. And as far as the APC features are concerned, you can see there are 5 features of APC, and MPC के 2 feature मैंने आपको बताए. क्या? The value of MPC keeps ranging between 0 and 1, and MPC in case of richer communities, it has been seen that MPC is less as compared to those of poor economies. Okay then, thank you, bye-bye.